Happy to have you with us for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson. Coach Stan Van Gundy, Hall of Famer Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce round out our broadcast crew for this one. Let's see the stat sheet here for Victor Wembanyama.
And he's been outstanding offensively as of late. These last 5 games, he's been a beast at the offensive end. A different level score than he had been earlier in the season. Let's see if he can keep it up.
Here's the starting group for the San Antonio Spurs. Barnes plays the 4 with Wemby standing tall in the middle. Fox at the 1 with Castle at the 2. And it's Vassell in at the small forward position. And for Atlanta, they've got Jonathan Kuminga, Zachary Risache out there with a Okongwu. Then there's C.J. McCollum, and it's Daniels in at the 2. As a team, when you're trying to construct your best lineups, what are you looking for, Grant?
You know, I think balance is probably number 1. Each lineup has to have enough defense and offense. Otherwise, you're just vulnerable.
Now here's Okongwu. Pass to McCollum. 5 to shoot. Atlanta needs to get off a shot. Okongwu. And off there. He misses his first shot of the night. On offense, here is San Antonio. The drive by Wembanyama. That one's good for 2.
And part of what makes Wembanyama so dangerous, a big guy who can push the pace.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I briefly spoke with Quinn Snyder. He talked about how difficult it is to match up against Victor Wembanyama. Coach said the biggest concern is Wemby's defense. His rim protection is game-changing. But he told me that it doesn't mean settling for outside shots. It means ball movement and spacing the floor will be key. BA, back to you.
Appreciate the report, Allie. And Atlanta has possession, following that last 3-pointer by San Antonio.
You gotta finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Fox for 3. The rebound by Atlanta. Coming off a win against the Hornets.
Sometimes it's difficult to get good looks on the road, but they ran the offense brilliantly.
Yeah, they had a good game plan, executed it well, and they didn't let the crowd affect them.
All right, Coach, let's talk about Onyeka Okongwu. What an agile player for his size.
Yeah, B.A., no question. And on both ends, too. Plus, the guy gets up in the air and then reaches out over 7 feet in wingspan. His speed at his size can be a huge advantage.
And the Spurs willing to be patient with this rebuild, but when De'Aaron Fox became available, Grant, they did not blink.
Yeah, he's just too dynamic to pass up, and still young enough to grow with their core. Now it's about making the pieces click. Yeah, he usually makes you pay from that range.
The Hawks have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Here's Risache. No good there, off the double clutch.
Far from an ideal start, only 1 for 5. Let's see if they can turn it around.
Here's Fox. McCollum pulls it in. Here's Atlanta with the ball, trailing by 2. Back to Risache. Here's Kuminga. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
An elite rim protector. Wemby's height and freakish wingspan allow him to just wipe shots away.
And how about that replay? Man, you got to appreciate the hustle on defense.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
Shot clock at 5. And he's going for the oop here. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center, but right there, Okongwu makes up for it with his athleticism.
Here's Castle. His last outing, we saw him score 13. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Castle, no good on that one.
You know, guys, this is an exciting young player. Stephon Castle does a little bit of everything. He hustles, plays defense, got a national championship in college, so he is a winner, too.
Now here's Daniels. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Hornets in Charlotte. So they take the lead.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And Fox has got the ball here for the San Antonio Spurs. They trail by 1. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
I mean, give Fox credit. The D was present, but he just beats them with better offense.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. How about Dyson Daniels, Grant? Last season, leading the league in steals.
Well, averaging over 3 a game. That mark hadn't been met in over 3 decades, B.A. And in the process, the Aussie earning the nickname, the Great Barrier Thief. Not bad.
And while we can, let's bring up a list of the top scorers across the NBA in the past month. 5th on the list, Victor Wembanyama.
And this last month has been truly special for him. He's scoring at will and in a rhythm on offense.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Pass to Kuminga. Okongwu, a screen on Vassell. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Kuminga. And that one good.
And I think Kuminga is at best down low in the paint.
The Spurs have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Wembanyama, the pass to Barnes. Back to Wembanyama. That one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist. Wembanyama's gotten his 2nd bucket on the night.
Sometimes with that much of a height advantage, resistance is futile.
The Hawks trailing. McCollum, the pass to Okongwu. Now Risache. Six to shoot. Back to Okongwu. McCollum on the left side. Over Fox. Good work defensively by Fox. San Antonio's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Outside for Wembanyama. Pass to Vassell. Back to Wembanyama. Now here's Fox from behind the arc. Rebounded by Daniels.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
For 3, McCollum knocks down the triple. McCollum's got 6 points.
Well, he's around a 40% career shooter from 3. McCollum adding another 3 to his prolific talent.
The Spurs have gone 5 of 9 from the floor. Outside Wembanyama. Pass to Castle. Back to Wembanyama. 3-pointer, Fox. Atlanta with the rebound.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
Wembanyama against McCollum. And he gets that one. Give him 8. Spurs trail by 4. Fox feeling it out a bit. Castle against Daniels. Left side, Wembanyama. And Grant, offensively, Wemby has a lot of different options. Talk about his game.
Well, put simply, we've never seen a 7-footer with this array of skills. He's an efficient shooter from anywhere, and the length to just about ignore defenders. I mean, he's got it all.
Throw good, Wembanyama. Stan, the big man, Victor Wembanyama, has set a new standard for shot blocking.
Yeah, look, B.A., We've had some great rim protectors in this league, but he can also do it on the perimeter. I've seen guys turn down three-point looks because he's standing in front of them.
Keldon Johnson, he's checked in for Castle. And both free throws good for Wembanyama.
And the big fella with the skill level, showing a soft touch at the line.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Atlanta's gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. McCollum finds Okongwu. Okongwu, a screen on Barnes. And there's a whistle. That goes on Devin Vassell. That's his first foul of the game. Now Daniels. He's scoreless. 4 on the clock. Nice shot by Kuminga.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the San Antonio Spurs. 4-point game. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. The Spurs last season acquiring De'Aaron Fox. He said what this team struggled with are the things that I bring. Self-creation, being able to touch the paint, getting into the teeth of the defense and collapsing it. And regardless of how well I'm playing in a game, I still command attention. My guys never just leave me. BA, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Free throw good, Okongwu. And watching Dyson Daniels over the past year or two, he's really coming to his own, Stan.
Yeah, Brian, sometimes it's just about being in the right situation, in a role that plays to your strength. That's really unlocked some things for him.
Now here's Risache. Daniels passes to Okongwu. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's his first foul of the game. Champagnie, he's checked in for Vassell. Daniels passes to Kuminga. Here's Risache. Gets the three to fall. And the Hawks lead by 8.
Well, you got to say, he was due to sink one. 4th time's the charm.
San Antonio's gone 1 for 5 from three-point range. A cold start. Wembanyama screen. To the inside. Kuminga pulls it in. Atlanta's gone 3 of 3 from outside and looking sharp here in the first. Okongwu with the bucket. And it's a 10-point Hawks lead.
Well, it sure didn't take him much time to heat up. Aggressive start.
Fox, the pass to Johnson. And here's Barnes. San Antonio moving the ball around. Wembanyama up top. Shoots over Okongwu. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Wembanyama's got 8 points.
Nice work from the mid-range. This team encourages Wembanyama to look for his shot.
And Atlanta with possession here. McCollum taking his time here. Kuminga with a screen on Fox. Out to Kuminga. Shot clock at 6. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu!
They played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
Yeah, they've come out with more energy and effort, and that's reflected in the score.
Now here's Fox. He had 19 points in the win against Washington.
And let's not forget about the assist. His playmaking was critical for this team. It's obvious he's taken it upon himself to try and keep them alive.
Outside Kuminga. Pass to Risache. Picked up by Okongwu. Fires the 3. Rebound by San Antonio.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Here's Fox. He takes it in, and that one's good. Fox has got his second basket.
Still able to finish through contact. What toughness by Fox.
The Hawks lead by 5. And here's McCollum. He picked up 30 points in their last win against Charlotte. Outside Rizachet. Clock at 6. Pass to Kuminga from the arc. Rebound by San Antonio. Wembanyama's got 4 rebounds now. And they've been producing at a high level.
Oh, no question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
Chalk up 2 there. Fox has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, that quickness from Fox will beat you if you're not careful. It's so tough staying in front of him.
There's a minute 59 left in the first quarter here. McCollum against Fox. Picked up by Okongwu. Pass to Kuminga. Daniels outside. Out to McCollum. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound San Antonio. Wembanyama's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Fox. Back to Wembanyama. Fox outside. Over McCollum. And it's Fox missing.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Fox against McCollum. To end the drought, it's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Johnson passes to Fox. Back to Johnson. Down low. Here's Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Man, Wembanyama getting it done.
Woo!
And so McCollum will bring it up for Atlanta. Daniels outside. Outside Rizachet. There's the 3. Rebounded by Champagny.
Well, this is certainly not the game he was hoping for offensively, but they've been able to find points as a team even without his contributions.
Wembanyama down low. And the shot goes down. Wembanyama's got 15 points. And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for the Spurs. He had solid production this quarter with scoring and rebounding. Back after this. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
Well, I'm really loving their activity. I mean, they're contesting shots. They've really set a strong tone early.
Yeah, well, the best way to get in the head of your opponent is through aggressive defense.
Jalen Johnson is out there with Buddy Hield. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then it's Gabe Vincent. And it's Gay in at the 5 down low. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. Olynyk. And it's Olynyk with a jam.
Man, Olynyk really throwing it down with some power.
Hawks trail by 3. Outside, Alexander Walker. Pass to Johnson. Hield from outside. Rebound by San Antonio. They defeated Washington in their last game.
And they got into a consistent offensive flow, largely because the defense they were facing was poor.
Yeah, but even against weak defense, your execution still matters. Luckily, they were able to take advantage.
Now here's Alexander Walker. And there's a defensive 3-second call. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
And, Coach, we see more and more teams looking to push the pace. What took so long?
I don't know what took so long, B.A. I think what happens as coaches and as players, you realize that it's tough to score against the best defensive teams in the half court where their defense is set. And so if you can get the ball down the floor quickly and beyond the attack before they are locked in, you got a much better chance to generate quality shots.
San Antonio trailing here. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Pass to Vassell. 4-3. Sends it home from three-point land. Vassell's got his second basket on the night.
What a response from Vassell. Coming right back with the three of his own.
Now here's Heel. Shoots over Vassell. Misses off the left iron. The Spurs have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. And the basket by Castle. Now it's a 4-point Spurs lead.
Staying strong inside. Castle got touched up there, but it didn't throw him off.
Here's Vincent. Heel, the screen on Castle. Pass to Heel. Johnson a screen on Vassell. Shot clock at 6. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Well, that's a textbook move by Johnson. Once he sets the pick, he hustles into scoring position.
For San Antonio, they've gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Castle outside. The floater, and that's 2 points on the layup. Castle's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Now for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. Vincent passes to Heel. And he banks in the layup. Heald's got his first bucket in this one.
And I like whenever Hield attacks inside like this, exploiting the defense when they give him these chances.
Here's Vassell. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Washington.
Yeah, and the effort on the boards last game gave them that many more chances.
Now here's Vassell. Pass to Cornette. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played. Outside, Alexander Walker. Now Heel. This one for 3. Knocks down the long J. Heald's got 5 points.
Yet no hesitation from the veteran Hield. A dangerous scorer in these catch-and-shoot situations.
And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. So both teams making some changes here. And let's take a look at some of the players we expect to participate in this year's dunk contest. Always an exciting event.
Yeah, year after year, these guys find new ways to innovate and stun the judges. It's remarkable stuff.
Well, you look at Castle. He's a long shot at this point, but you never know.
Well, we'll just have to see. But I personally would love seeing him in the dunk contest.
And as All-Star Weekend gets closer, we'll of course update you on how things are looking. But this year already promises plenty of standout performances.
Yeah, this is going to be a dunk contest you don't want to miss.
Now here's Olynyk. 5 to shoot. Gets the 3 ball to go. He's got 9.
Yeah, that's his second made 3 of the quarter. 3rd of the game so far.
McCullum on the wing. He's covered by Fox. Vassell against Hield. Vassell passes to Olynyk. Shoots over Johnson. Rebounded by Johnson. Hawks trail by 4. When you watch De'Aaron Fox, is there anything that sticks out to you, Grant?
Well, B.A., this league has the best athletes in the world, and Fox looks like maybe the quickest guy out there on most nights. His change of direction is especially elite.
San Antonio with the ball, following the score by Atlanta. Vassell outside to the middle. Here's Olynyk. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Oh, unreal play to take on the contact and get it to go.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Okongwu's checked in for Hield. That free throw good from Olynyk.
Well, offensively, Olynyk is more than just a jump shooting big. He's a solid playmaker for his position, and he's especially effective running dribble handoff action.
Johnson for 3. He drops it from range. Johnson's got 7 points in the game.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
Pass to Vassell. Launches it. Yes! And a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 5 assists tonight.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
The quickness of Fox is something else. He pulls up on the spot, and the defense just can't stay with him.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
San Antonio has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. Castle outside. Back to Fox. Castle outside. San Antonio moving the ball around. 6 to shoot. Here's Vassell. And out of bounds. Atlanta will have it. All right, let's take this opportunity to look at the teams that are really sharing the ball over the last month. The 4th spot held by the Hawks.
And over this last stretch, this team has been incredible passing the rock, playing great team basketball.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Jonathan Kuminga, he's checked in for the Hawks. Victor Wembanyama's checked in for San Antonio. Keldon Johnson comes in for Vassell. And it's Daniels with the ball for Atlanta. Following this one, they get to host the Bulls. That'll be their second of a 5-game stretch at home. Here's Okongwu. Can't tie it up. That one misses. San Antonio's got it going from deep. 3 for 3 so far in the quarter. Castle outside. Pass to Johnson. 3-pointer. He can't hit that time. Excellent D there from Kuminga. Daniels outside. Back to Kuminga. Puts up a 3. And it's Cornette with a rebound. San Antonio leading. Johnson inside. Risache covering. Johnson with a bucket. Johnson's got his first points of the game.
Yeah, but Johnson has a skill for putting power behind his motion and forcing his way to a finish.
The Hawks have gotten 8 of 12 attempts to drop since the beginning of the second. Here's Risache. And it's Cornette with a rebound. Cornette's got 4 rebounds in the game.
Yeah, just hasn't been able to find his rhythm offensively, and that's having a ripple effect.
Johnson with a bucket.
Going old school with the mid-range. Johnson.
Atlanta's gone 4 of 6 from outside. Looking sharp here in the second. Out to the right wing. Kuminga, the pass to Daniels. Now here's Risache. Just 5 to shoot. Here's the floater. And a nice layup by McCollum. McCollum's got 10 points in the game.
Making it look effortless. What a smooth shot by McCollum.
Spurs lead by 4. Now here's Fox. Give him 8. Wembanyama controls the rebound and the putback. 17 points in the game.
I love the relentless attitude he showed there. Got himself in great position under the glass.
They had the presence of mind to know exactly where the rebound was going. McCollum's shot is off.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Johnson passes to Wembanyama. Rebounded by Daniels. Hawks trail by 6. McCollum finds Kuminga. Up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, Kongwu has been stepping up his efforts on the offensive glass, and he's rewarded with the second chance bucket.
Now here's Fox. An important scorer for this team, averaging around 25.5 a game. Pass to Wembanyama. Shoots over a Kongwu. Tried to bank it in, but it misses. Atlanta's gone 7 of 14 from the perimeter in this one. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. Well, De'Aaron Fox is trying to dial in as a lockdown defender, and he said, I want to be that type of guy. Go out there, guard people, and be someone that people don't want to put in the action because you blow actions up. And then at the end of the day, still being able to get to work on offense. Back to you.
You'd love that mentality. Okay, thanks for the report, Allie. Looking at who's out there now for San Antonio. Harrison Barnes comes in for Cornette, and it's Vassell in for Johnson. Free throw good, Okongwu.
But what I like most about Okongwu is his switchability defensively. He has the size to battle down low and the quickness to guard on the perimeter.
Now here's Fox. Pass to Wembanyama for 3. Another miss by Wembanyama. The Hawks trailing. Kuminga with it. He's picked up by Vassell. Kuminga, the pass to Daniels. Outside Risache. Castle against McCollum. Hey, shooting the ball well. He's 5 for 9 in the game.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Castle a screen on Okongwu. Castle outside. Takes the 3. Kuminga pulls it in. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And not only that, they're off to a pretty hot start shooting from outside. They seem locked in tonight.
That free throw good from Kuminga.
Well, Jonathan Kuminga is one of the most exciting young players in the league. He's long, explosive, and right now it's about adding to his game.
And he can't hit the second.
I love it. In attack mode, drawing foul calls this quarter and getting to the free throw line.
Here's Wembanyama. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. The Hawks leading. Inside, Okongwu. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
Yeah, great to see Okongwu not only finding chances to score, but looking for more. Not being satisfied with what he's done already.
Now here's Fox. Give him 8. Wembanyama, screen on McCollum. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
And one thing they've done well is take care of the ball. That's their first turnover of the game.
Atlanta leading by 4. Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now.
Here's McCollum. Rebound by San Antonio. Wembanyama's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
Started out strong from three-point land. Hit 2 in the first quarter, but he's gone dry since.
Here's McCollum. He can't get that one to fall. Fires from way outside. Oh, at the buzzer. He got it off in time.
That is an incredible shot.
Oh, what a miraculous shot. He's going to remember that one.
Well, that's an energizer boost heading into the next quarter. You know he's got to be fired up.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Hawks ahead, leading by a point. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
Hey folks, welcome. The Atlanta Hawks find themselves here in a close one at the half.
Watching them on the offensive end, they did a great job moving that basketball. There's no surprise in those assist totals how they reflect that.
Keeping everyone involved, keeping everyone engaged.
And let's turn our attention now to the Rookie of the Year race.
We know the draft's an inexact science, even with all that prep that goes into it. So congrats to the teams that chose these 5 rookies.
Yeah, we've seen scouting make or break a franchise. Hey, it makes or breaks a studio team. That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. It's been quite a game for Onyeka Okongwu.
I like how they controlled the tempo and played to his strengths.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. On the court for San Antonio, Castle at the 2 with Vassell at the 3. Barnes plays the 4 with Wemby standing tall in the middle. And it's Fox in at the 1. Now here's Daniels. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Kuminga finds McCollum. Outside Rizachet. 6 on the shot clock. Okongwu, a screen on Barnes. Out to McCollum. Beyond the arc. Finds it again. 6 for 12 and remaining assertive.
Well, McCollum wasting no time when he has a window.
Spurs trail by 4. There's no question about the skill level of C.J. McCollum. A long-time NBA star, Stan.
Well, look, at this point, it's just muscle memory for him. From so many spots on the floor, B.A., one of the things that impresses me the most is how he scores against good defense.
And so McCollum will bring it up for the Hawks. They've led by as much as 10. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Here's Daniels. No good with the triple. San Antonio's gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. Oh, who else? Wembanyama.
Man, Wembanyama looking unstoppable.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. McCollum against Fox. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Clock at 6. Picked up by Okongwu. McCollum, pass to Okongwu. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu!
Well, in that 2-player action, I really like Okongwu as the pick man. He moves really well.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Here's Fox. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to be on C.J. McCollum.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Well, with De'Aaron Fox, he may go through peaks and valleys, but he's always dangerous, Stan.
Yeah, B.A., sometimes you watch and think, this defense is doing a great job against him. And then he'll drop 15 and a quarter without even breaking a sweat.
First one falls for him.
Well, here's the thing. Not only does Fox have the speed, he can go all night. He will wear you out.
And both free throws good for Fox.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Castle against Daniels. Picked up by Okongwu to the paint. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu!
Love to see this kind of aggression from Okongwu. Great job playing with force inside.
Wembanyama with it. He's got 21. Outside Barnes. Pass to Fox. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And a look now at Atlanta's upcoming schedule. On Sunday, they'll defend home court against the Chicago Bulls.
And you know, for that matchup with the Knicks, it's always exciting when you get to clash with the #1 team. These guys will be hungry to prove themselves in that one.
Free throw's good for Fox.
And looking at Fox, a microwave scorer and Tasmanian devil running up and down the floor. A fun player to watch.
And both free throws good for Fox. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And now let's see who is leading the league in steals. The 4th spot held by Dyson Daniels.
And he's such a plus defensively for his team. Those steal numbers scare opponents and lead to fast break buckets.
Here's Kuminga. Man, oh man, Kuminga with the easy bounce. Throws it down.
Oh, it's so easy for Kuminga to rise up to the rim.
Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Here's Castle. 6 points for him. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
So close on the finish. I mean, it could have been a 3-point opportunity.
And these will be his 2nd and 3rd shots at the line here. And the first one at the line is good.
Well, Castle is already a versatile defender, and offensively, he's just scratching the surface. You can see why he won Rookie of the Year.
Castle drops them both. The Hawks have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. And here's Kuminga for 3. That's good. And it's McCollum with the assist. McCollum's got 4 assists in the game. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Fox outside. Fox lifts off and hammers it down.
Well, if Fox gets within touching distance of the rim, he's not taking any chances.
And so McCollum will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. They've led by as much as 10. Takes a 3. Rebound by San Antonio. After this game, they can look forward to Washington, where they'll match up against the Wizards. That'll wrap up this short 2-game road trip. For the lead, Okongwu with the rebound. Okongwu's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
Showcasing his athleticism. Plays like this are why you got to be excited about Risa Shea's future in this league.
Spurs trail by 3. Now Vassell, 12 points for him. Wembanyama, screen on Kuminga. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Here's McCollum. Pass to Daniels. And here's Okongwu. 23 points in the game. Outside Risa Shea. 4 on the clock. Rebounded by Fox.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort tonight.
For the lead. Yes, sir! Fox finishing.
There's some contact there, but Fox just refuses to let that hold him back.
Here's McCollum. Outside Kuminga. Pass to Risa Shea. McCollum outside. 6 to shoot. Kuminga with a screen on Fox. Now Okongwu from downtown on target from range. Okongwu's got 7 points here in the quarter.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
For San Antonio, they've gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the third quarter. Fox makes his move inside and scores.
They have no answer defensively inside.
For Atlanta, they've gone 7 of 10 here in the second half. Outside Risa Shea. Here's the 3. Rebound by San Antonio. Wembanyama's got a rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's Castle. Count the basket and the foul. It's going to be on Dyson Daniels.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
Well, I love how they're attacking the rim. That will usually force defenses to collapse and open up a lot of outside shots.
Yeah, all game long, they've been also playing well inside in the paint. Lots of points are coming their way thanks to them attacking the interior. And really strong at the line since the break.
Hawks trail by 3. Pass to Risa Shea. Daniels the screen on Barnes. Here's Risa Shea, and the layup is good. Risa Shea's got 10.
It's always good to see Risa Shea mixing it up down low.
San Antonio's gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. Wembanyama, screen on Kuminga. Vassell passes to Barnes. Wembanyama scanning the floor. San Antonio again can't hit. Atlanta's gotten 3 of 6 threes to fall in the third quarter. And Risa Shea gets it to go.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
San Antonio's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Here's Fox. And he can't get that one. Good D by Daniels. Pass to Rizachet. Over Barnes. Rizachet, no good. San Antonio trailing here. Here's Castle. And Okongwu with the block.
Timed it just right. Okongwu with the great block.
And the Spurs making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Here's Vassell. He's got 14. Knocks it down from distance. These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
Outside Rizachet. From deep. Drills it from deep. 15 points in the game.
I love how competitive this kid Rizachet is, coming right back with his own triple.
Pass to Wembanyama. It's stolen by Kuminga. And a fast break now for Atlanta. Nifty move. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
What a swat. As Wembanyama refines his defense, more and more shots are going to be in danger.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a bounce.
Now here's Fox. 18 points for him. The kick out to Johnson. Vassell outside. Shot clock at 6. San Antonio again can't hit. The Hawks lead by 3. Rizachet with the ball. And Johnson picks him up defensively. Outside, Alexander Walker. Okongwu, a screen on Fox. Daniels passes to Okongwu. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
Well, that's the kind of defensive play you need to win ball games. Great block from Wembanyama.
Pass to Johnson. The 3 from Barnes. Rebounded by the Hawks. Okongwu's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. And Rizachet, the bucket, on the assist by Daniels. Rizachet's got 11 points here in the second half. And Fox has got the ball here for the San Antonio Spurs. Will it go? Fox on the take.
Their spacing isn't quite as good as it was in the first half. They may need to hit more threes to stretch that defense.
Atlanta's gone 4 of 7 from 3. A good percentage in the third quarter. Pass to Okongwu. Over to the left wing. Okongwu, a screen on Fox. Outside Rizachet. The 3 is up. Rebound San Antonio. Fox with the ball. Now guarded by Daniels. Ooh, Fox pushing through the defense.
I guess he got a really good pep talk in the locker room because it's been a total reversal this half.
The Hawks leading. Daniels outside. Pass to Alexander Walker. Okongwu, a screen on Johnson. To the inside. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu!
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here. And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Atlanta making some changes here. Jalen Johnson, he's checked in for Rizachet. Hield comes in for Kuminga. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Daniels. San Antonio also making some changes. Cornette's checked in for Wembanyama. Olynyk comes in for Barnes. And it's Champagnie in for Fox. There's a minute 26 left in the third. Here's Champagny, guarded by Hield. Now here's Cornet. And right now, he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game.
Yeah, and that mid-range shot is really Vassell's primary weapon.
Oh, there's the alley! Here's Champagny, guarded by Hield. For three, Vassell. Okongwu with the rebound. Okongwu's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. McCollum, the pass to Johnson. To the middle. Here's Okongwu. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu!
You know, for a 6'9" wing, Johnson puts up really good assist numbers.
Spurs trail by 3. Here's Johnson. Here's Cornet. And a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
McCollum against Johnson. 11 seconds left in the third quarter. 6 to shoot. Okongwu, a screen on Johnson. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu!
Well, if you're going to let him get that close to the rim, that's what's going to happen. Leaving no room for error with the slam.
Onyeka Okongwu, he's been the guy making things happen for Atlanta. His fingerprints were all over that quarter. 13 points, leading the charge. And more NBA action on 2K Sports, coming your way right after this. Quinn Snyder with some words for his players.
Let's just keep playing with the same intensity, okay? On misses, you guys really run in space. Anyone can bring it.
Trying to maintain that edge right now. Coach Snyder encouraging his guys.
Solid advice from Coach Snyder, wanting his squad to remain engaged.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. They've got C.J. McCollum. Jalen Johnson is out there with Buddy Hield. Then it's Newell. And it's Alexander Walker in at the shooting guard position. So that's the Hawks 5. Spurs trail by 3. Here's Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
And we've become accustomed to seeing this from Fox. A fantastic scorer who knows how to get himself going.
The Hawks shooting a fantastic 57%. Hield, a screen on Fox. Here's McCollum. And it's Cornet with a rebound. Cornet's got rebound number 7 tonight. Pass to Castle. Back to Johnson. San Antonio moving the ball around. To take the lead. And Fox with the lay-in. Fox has got 4 points this quarter.
And this is Fox at his best, slamming his foot on the gas pedal and scoring with confidence.
And so McCollum will bring it up for Atlanta. Hield, the screen on Fox. Now Hield. Fires the 3, buries it from 3. And the Hawks lead by 2.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Now here's Fox. Cornet up top. Pass to Castle. Oh, it's stolen away. Alexander Walker with it. Guarded by Olynyk. For 3, McCollum. That's good. That's now his 7th made field goal in 15 tries.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
Spurs trail by 5. Castle right side. It's stolen by Hield. Going inside. Oh, big finish!
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. McCollum against Fox. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. San Antonio again can't hit.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
Fires for three, and it's Cornette with a rebound. The Spurs have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. To halt the run, and a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
And we've seen some good free throw shooting in the second half.
No good on that one.
Well, he might have been a little passive in the first half, but that's changed. I like this more aggressive approach.
And Atlanta making a change here. Okongwu's checked in. And he sinks the second.
They've definitely made free throws look easy here in the second half.
Atlanta leading by 6. Okongwu, a screen on Fox. Down low. Okongwu inside. Working on Cornette. Okongwu, no good. Well, the Spurs shooting the rock at 58%. Here's Fox. Here's Olynyk. Rebound Atlanta. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Hawks.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the three.
And also, I just love how they've been moving the ball side to side on the perimeter. Great passing, unlocking their offensive potential.
Barnes, he's checked in for San Antonio. Here's Atlanta with the ball. They're on a 9-1 run.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let them get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Spurs trail by 9. Castle outside. Pass to Cornette. Yep, that one goes.
And coming down the stretch, both teams still playing fantastic offense.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
And it's Hield missing.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Pass to Alexander Walker. McCollum outside. Inside. Okongwu. That's good. And it's McCollum with the assist. Okongwu's got 15 points in just the second half. Spurs trail by 9. Johnson with it. Pass to Cornette. On the wing, Fox. McCollum defends.
Well, because of the quickness, it's hard to mirror Fox defensively. Often it ends in a foul call.
Free throw's good for Fox. Atlanta making some changes here. Risache, he's checked in for Johnson. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Hield. And Daniels is subbed in for Alexander Walker. San Antonio also making some changes. Wembanyama comes in for Cornette. And it's Vassell in for Johnson. Here's Atlanta with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run. McCollum, the pass to Daniels. Outside Kuminga. 6 on the shot clock. Over to the wing. Outside Risache. Shoots over Barnes. Misses off the right iron.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Now here's McCollum. Misses the three. It's intercepted. Rizachet with the ball. He's picked up by Barnes. Outside Rizachet. Back to McCollum. The three. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Spurs trail by 7. Pass to Vassell. And here's Castle. Stolen by Daniels. Outside Kuminga. Now here's Okongwu. He's covered by Fox. Now the Spurs moving it up the floor. It's stolen by Daniels. Here's the break. Here's McCollum. Rebound by San Antonio. Wembanyama's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. Here's Fox. And the layup is good off the glass. Fox has got 9 points in the quarter.
Well, that's good offense. Fox converts the high percentage look.
Pass to Rizachet. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's a screen by Kuminga to stop the drought. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got his 20th rebound here tonight. That one drops for him. And now just a 3-point Hawks lead.
Yeah, despite them being behind, he's been impressive. But he can't do it all by himself.
To the paint. Rizachet with the ball. Working on Barnes. Here's Kuminga. Rebounded by Castle.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
Pass to Vassell to tie it up. Yes! And a nice assist from Fox. Vassell's got 22.
Putting on a shooting clinic from deep. He had that huge first half, and he's still rolling.
Here's the pick. Here's Rizachet. Jacks up a three. He buries it from 3. 20 points for him.
He's hit a pair of threes each half, making a significant impact.
And Fox has got the ball here for the Spurs. Lets it go from 14. And the jumper falls for him. Fox has got 35.
Continue to get that man the rock. He's delivering whatever it counts.
Okongwu, a screen on Barnes. Here's Rizachet. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Outside Kuminga. Clock at 6. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. There's McCollum with the 3.
Might be time for a little different approach. His shot hasn't been falling here in the second half.
Here's Vassell. And he misses the go-ahead basket. The Hawks leading. Outside Kuminga. Outside Rizachet. Shoots a 3. Wembanyama there for the rebound. On offense, here is San Antonio. They're on a 13-5 run. Now Fox. Wembanyama, screen on McCollum. Fox. The sweet reverse. Nice finish.
Well, they just need to keep getting him the ball. He has been terrific this quarter.
Here's McCollum. And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Johnson, he's checked in for Castle. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, well, Quinn Snyder was just reviewing the plan with the team. Coach wasn't very animated in this tight game, but asked this of his team. How bad do you want it? Right now, this is all about who wants it more. So go out there and take it, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. It's a 1-point game. Outside Kuminga. Now Okongwu. Picked up by Okongwu. It's stolen by Wembanyama. It's a one-on-one situation. De'Aaron Fox taking it right to the rim.
And Fox is a gamer. Someone that wants to step up and deliver in important moments.
And so McCollum will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Here's Daniels. Outside Kuminga. The three is in.
Yeah, just a tenacious play by Risacher. He wants to be the guy who delivers for his team in these moments.
And the Spurs shooting 59% in this one. A good average. Fox against McCollum. Now Vassell puts up the tray. The triple drops.
Well, they needed a bucket right there, and it's Vassell who answers the call.
Hawks trail by 3. McCollum outside. Congu a screen on Barnes. Risacher drives in. Here's McCollum. Let's loose for 3. Wembanyama rips down the board. San Antonio leading by 3. Now Fox. There's 53 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Wembanyama. Oh, it's rebounded by Kuminga. Risacher with the ball. Working on Barnes.
Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Here's Fox. They'll probably slow things down now.
Burn the clock while you have the lead. I like that.
On top, Wembanyama. 5 on the clock. Oh, what a jam! Holding nothing back.
No fear in this young man. We're already getting a sense of Wembanyama's killer instinct.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. Given the situation here, what sort of strategy needs to be top of mind?
Tricky situation here. They need some kind of bucket to stay alive.
Yeah, the clock is their enemy and they know it. We'll see if they go for the tie or try and get a quick one.
Picked up by Kongu. Daniels! It's good from beyond the arc.
Young player, but a smart player. You see it there in the two-man game from Daniels.
Timeout called, Mitch Johnson. And coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. Fox buries it.
Oh, man, I just love seeing a pick like that. Unselfish play. That's just good basketball.
Composure at the line, forcing your opponent to look for the three-pointer now, and looking to even the score with a huge 3.
Absolutely need a 3 here.
So it's a narrow victory for the Spurs, pulling out the W. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.
They really should take this win to heart. When the pressure was on, they stepped up and worked twice as hard to overcome it.
All right, to Allie LaForce with our player of the game.
De'Aaron, there was definitely a point in the second half where you just took over. What's on your mind in those situations?
I mean, for myself, just kind of know where you're getting the shot. Obviously with some of the better teams in the league, if something bad's happening, sometimes, that one or two players just has to be able to take the game over. And I feel like I'm always able to get to my spot. And at the end of the day is if you can put the ball in the basket. And I think I did a good job at that in the second half.
Thanks, De'Aaron.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll do it, folks. With Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, De'Aaron Fox.